Hello, hello. It's Amy from Seriously Sweet and Cookie Snack Attack, and we have a special guest with us tonight, a group favorite, Jen Moshier. We're so happy she's here. I want to go ahead and bring her on right away. She's going to be painting that adorable little witch cookie. Hey, Jen.
Hi, how are
How's it
you?
going?
Good, good, good. How about
Have you
you?
won any awards since the last time you were on here? Are you sure? I
No,
feel like you might have.
I don't have validation that if I won or not in New Jersey. I still don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll wait to hear. We'll wait to hear. So, Jen does not have this incredible wall. For those of you who are new joining us, Jen has this amazing award wall that is normally behind her, but tonight she is shooting from a different location. But let me tell you, another night we're going to have her back on and interview her again because I am trying to foster a spirit of friendly, growing, helpful competition this year in Cookie Snack Attack. So I want her to tell you about all of the amazing awards that she has won. Hey Jen, what's going on in New Jersey? What have you been up to lately?
Well, work's been keeping me really busy because this is not full time for me. This is fun. But yeah, work's a little crazy, so that's where I'm at right now, and trying to do a lot of vendor shows
I was gonna
around here,
say
just to
you
get
have
my
a
name
lot
out.
of shows posted. Those are going well for you, right?
Some yes, some no.
Okay, well tell them where your next one is. Do you have some more coming up?
I do. So I have two of them coming up in New Jersey. One is going to be at the Shawnee High School in Medford, and then the day after, I will be back at the Blue Barn Rec Center in Marlton, New Jersey.
Okay, and Jen's business is Prima Cakes and Cookies, right? So
Yes.
maybe tell them just quickly what sites, what social media you're on so they can follow you and that way they'll get the updates, locations, and times and all that.
Yeah. So I have a website. It's primacakesandcookies.com, and then I'm on Facebook and Instagram also as Prima Cakes and Cookies.
Now, ladies, if any of our group tech gurus are here tonight, if you'll start grabbing links, please drop them in on the Seriously Sweet page so that they will become hyperlinks as soon as the video is over. Replay is available. These are I know this is so much fun, isn't it? I feel like we're getting spoiled too. Plus, it's really nice to visit with everybody every night. Yes, we love Jen's work. And tonight, I think Jen is painting, but not with cocoa butter, right? So we're gonna try your painting style, but we're gonna do it with something other than the cocoa butter. So
Yes.
everyone is saying hello, Jen. Can you see the comments?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, if you're okay with it, oh, Camille, can I tell you, this is another one of the Kelly Clements specialty headbands made specifically for the 13 Nights of Halloween Plus. So this is the bat wings, and I liked the color to go along with the piece that Jen is doing tonight. And then look, Debbie, I know you're at trivia, but there's 12 nights left until Halloween. This is our official Halloween countdown timer, which is really large but so cute. So Debbie brought this to me, and anyway, I just like it. I think it's really sweet. Be fun for the videos. But listen, when we start, I'm going to go off the camera. We figured out how to do this the last couple things. Can you believe this is our fourth stream? I can't believe it.
Crazy.
It's so much fun though. Everybody's having a good time, and you guys, you don't see all the messages I see because sometimes people don't want to post things publicly. But we are getting 100% positive feedback on all the artists and on all kinds of stuff coming back saying, oh, I learned something. I'm going to use that to do this. Nadine, I can't hang it on the wall because these are plaster. So I don't even know how I'm going to hang up my artwork yet in the new old house because they're plaster walls. So every time Brian sees the hammer come out, he's like, what are you doing?
You need to get like the museums where they do those bars at the
Yes,
top to
and
hang.
I have crown molding in almost all the rooms because the ceilings are 10 foot tall. So I was thinking about doing it, like old English style where they actually, the weight is held by the crown molding and then they have those pieces that come down to hold I'm thinking about that, but I don't know. There's a lot of other stuff happening right now. So but my headband was custom made by Kelly Clements in South Carolina. I just want you to see this. It's so cute. And I wore my headband that you sent me, my Minnie Mouse ears with the pink bow last night.
I saw.
And I don't know, I've got like 5 or 6 more to go before we have to recycle. And then I thought I might have time tomorrow to go to the storage at the store because I think I have 5 or 6 there. I might make it all the way through and not have a duplicate. So we'll see.
That'd be awesome.
But anyway, we figured out how to pull me off where I could read the comments and you could do your thing and make you full screen. So if that's okay with you, I'll just let you know as we're going, but let's get through all these comments first so that we don't start out behind, okay? Just in case anybody wants to ask you anything particular. I'm so glad all of you are here. Thank you guys so much for showing up every night. Thank you for the shares. Make sure if you're on a phone, you're just constantly hitting that like and love button because it'll boost the algorithm for Jen. And so when the video gets replayed, it'll get her more exposure. You have plaster. Oh, okay. I will talk to Dale because I just don't want to wreck the walls. Hey, Becky.
Hey, Becky.
Barbie's here too. All right. Late, but here. Nancy, you're barely late. You're right on time. All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and switch. Jen, is there anything else? I mean, you've been in the group several times. So
yes.
Is there anything new you want to tell anybody? Like, I want you to have your time.
I don't have anything new, unfortunately, because, you know, this is just fun. It's, you know, I can only play here and there.
And guys, for those of you who are new to the group, or maybe you've joined us since the last CookieCon, Jen is one of those people that you can contact, but this is her side hustle, not her full-time job. So just give her a little bit of extra time to answer if you have a question. And if everybody can keep their questions under the Seriously Sweet page and tag her when you post your questions, then a question you have, somebody else may have. It would save her having to answer multiple times. Kelly, digging the headband. Look, my bat flies. I love this thing. This is one of my favorite, Kelly. I'm liking this one a lot. And I would like to know if it's available in fuchsia or hot pink. I mean, wouldn't that just be amazing?
That would be cute.
She probably got this one exactly like this, and now I'm asking her to get all stressed out. Thank you, Charlotte. I shared it over to CookieCon attendees, Jen, and I put it in Cookie Snack Attack. It's on Seriously Sweet and Amy Hicks. But guys, listen, the best place to watch all the replays is over on our YouTube channel. And that's, if you watch the video at the very beginning, the address is there for that. You can also sign up for text alerts. Oh, I did want to tell you this. I forgot last night. Samantha will be back with us on Thursday, February 14th. And then Jen will be back with us for the Christmas Plus event. Jen will be with us on December 1st. It's a Friday night. And we're going to do painting that night as well. Right, Jen?
I think so. I haven't figured out what I'm doing yet.
Listen, I'm not holding you to it. If you come up with something else you'd rather do, we want you to do whatever you feel inspired to do, okay?
I mean, it probably will be painting since that's my niche, but
well, I'm not going to hold you to it, and neither are the ladies. We're just thrilled that you're here and happy to have the tutorial and appreciate your time and energy being poured back into the cookie community.
Of course.
All right. Well, listen, I'm going to send it straight over to you. I hope this works. But if I disappear, you just keep going and I'll get back. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you guys.
Camera. Let's just flip the camera. All right. So, ooh, yep, you popped back.
No, you're fine. It's just when I took myself out, it took away my audio. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I did it the wrong way. I just got excited and pulled myself out the wrong way.
Okay.
All right, you're good to go. And we're
all right.
Can you see any screens with comments? Like if I flash them up, can you see that?
As long as I look over, yeah, because I have my.
Okay, then I'll just say there's a question if it's complicated, and that way you'll see it. Okay.
So many of you know, right? I like to paint, and the way I paint is I flood my cookie in sections. I do the dimensional piping because for me, that basically draws my lines, and I'm gonna do basically a color by number. So I wanted to veer away a little bit from the cocoa butter because I'm thinking most people are starting to get a little bored of cocoa butter. So I actually bought this in Ohio from May. I got her color activator.
Ooh.
So I played with that, and I'm still using my powders, right? So the one thing that why I paint with powders and I did cocoa butter was the white doesn't seep in like the gel color. So like you can see the white.
Yes.
The white is
So
still
pretty.
there, right? I didn't lose it, and that's why I like painting with powders. I'm finding, now that there's this color activator, which is fairly new, I might start using this a lot over the
Was it
cocoa
really
butter.
easy to work with?
Yes. So it's a
I don't-
little harder than the cocoa butter to blend, but
Okay.
it does work.
Okay.
It just,
I don't think that was terribly expensive either for the size jar that we got.
No, it wasn't. And then, it's not temperature sensitive like cocoa butter, right? We know cocoa butter is heat sensitive. So
Yeah.
like, the dead of summer. But as you can see, like I still have my blending that I've always had. It just took a little bit longer and I have to work in smaller sections.
It's beautiful. She's so cute.
I like cute Halloween, not scary Halloween.
Now, is this one that you designed? So if someone wants to buy the cutter, would you do that or sell them the STL file?
So I purchased the image
Okay.
and then made a cutter from that.
Okay.
I'm assuming, yes, I could. I don't really sell my cutters or STLs, so I would just give them. I would just ask for somebody to pay for the shipping of it.
Okay.
I'm not in the sale of cutters. I tried doing it, and then I was like, you know what? It's just not worth it. In Jersey,
I don't even know how you keep up with everything you're doing.
Well, that's why I don't sell cutters anymore. If somebody wants a cutter I designed, I'm more than happy to just send it. I just ask for shipping.
So Jessica Lynn is here tonight. You know her from a previous retreat. She loves the Little Witch. Nadine, from Cookie Con. She loves it. And Charlotte, I think you met Charlotte at the
in Ohio.
In Ohio.
Yeah, I think it was Ohio.
So she's here as well and loves it. But she's just cute. She's not frightening at all. And Elma's here. She loves it. So,
all right, we're gonna get started painting. So I have, as you know, I like to use tons of brushes when I'm painting. I am actually going to keep like this very, very fine one so that I can do her eyes.
Okay.
That black on her eye, you need a really small, fine paintbrush. So I'm going to keep this one aside. But then I do, I use my one to put on and one to blend with.
Okay.
So
same technique that you taught us with cocoa butter, one to put on, one to blend?
Yes, it's the exact same technique. I just wanted to try doing it with a different medium. So I already have my palette set up. I have my powders in here, and actually right in here, I have I squirted that color activator into the middle there.
Okay. Oh, and Jen, if they wanted to see an image of how to segment that, should they just screenshot that before you start painting?
Yes. Here, I'll bring it up.
Guys, let her hold that up for a second. Just grab a screenshot of that. We don't want to make anything more complicated on the artists that are donating time than we can. So grab a shot of that.
Let me just grab one thing and I'll flip that again.
Okay. And then is there a particular brand of color you're using, or can they use any brand?
They can use any brand, but once again, I always use my crystal colors. So I just went and I can, go over the colors that I'm using as we use them. But crystal colors, just because that's the colors that I've collected in powders.
Okay.
But this is the image that I bought to make this.
Oh, she is adorable.
But obviously it got cut off a little bit. But basically what I did to do this segmenting, I just projected this onto the cookie. And I was able to draw. And it's obviously, this was the image I used. This is the flipped one to make the actual cutter. So I would flip it again back so that I can project onto the cookie. And so I could draw my sections and then I'll flood it. Like I'll use a pencil and I'll draw my lines for the sections and then I'll flood it. So.
Well, I just hit my reaction buttons on my telephone about 100 times between like, love, and hug.
So once again, I'm always going to start with my lightest to my darkest.
Hey, Vicky's here. She's saying hello.
Hi, Vicky. So I'm just gonna dip. Let's see. I'm gonna use the more flat one as my blender, and I'm gonna use the rounded one to put the color on.
Okay.
I'm gonna dip into the color activator,
Okay.
and I'm gonna come over to my color, and I'm just gonna mix a little bit. You want it kind of liquidy, but not too thin and not too pasty. So I'm just gonna bring that over here. I don't know if you can see how.
Yeah, that's perfect. Your camera's doing a good job.
Okay. So obviously this is the cream of my coloring. This is what I'm going to just use basically for her face. And the way I paint is I always am doing it from the outer edges of the area, and then I'm pulling it towards the middle. So I'm going to paint a little bit here, and then I'm going to blend this down.
That cream is really pretty. You used that on something before, and I still haven't picked up a thing of that yet.
I don't know. You know, I have probably 50 or 60 of their colors. I have almost their entire color line. Yeah. And I do tend to stick to certain colors. I don't know why.
I really want to try that cream. I don't have a good, either I don't have it yet, as in I don't own it yet, or I didn't find it yet, purchase a cream like this cream from the Sugar Art.
I don't really have any Sugar Art colors.
See, if you were in my cabinet in the other room, that's pretty much all I have now.
Maybe one of these days I'll pull out my box that I have of the crystal colors.
So pretty. And I know several other people use these crystal colors, like faithfully love them. I just haven't gotten to trying it yet. And I didn't even think about it. Was there anybody? That's beautiful. Was there anybody selling them at CookieCon last time?
No, I don't know if anybody resells them.
And Patricia's asking if that second brush is wet or dry for the blending.
It is a dry brush. It's completely dry. I haven't put it into anything. I'm just using it to move the wet coloring around.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna, you know, if you want it a little darker, just add a little bit more. This is also one of the advantages of this versus cocoa butter. I can layer a lot more after a while. When layering cocoa butter, it's just gonna pull itself back up. This doesn't, and this actually dries just as fast. And
do you have to seal this since you're painting with a powder once it sets up, or is it doesn't rub off? It's okay.
It doesn't rub off. So like this, you know, I didn't do anything to this one.
Okay.
But, you know, if you wanted to make it shiny again, you can definitely use the PME glaze.
Okay.
But it dries really fast, just like the other stuff. All right. So now I'm going to jump to this yellow, and it's the sugar maple.
Ooh, what a pretty color.
This is like the yellow that I use for everything, is this sugar maple. And I'm going to just paint here.
So Kathy's here from San Antonio. Thank you for joining us tonight. And Lavelle is saying that cocoa butter hated her in your Orlando elective.
You just have to keep playing with it.
Yes, it's like it's any of the mediums, right? You have to keep using and using. But I do really like painting with cocoa butter just because, first of all, I felt like it was a really great way to learn how to paint on the sectional iced cookies.
Right. So that's, I mean, like, so cocoa butter or even this, that's why I wanted to do this with another medium. It's the same thing, right? You're painting with the sections because that's just how I paint. Even though I went to school for art, I was a graphic designer. I wasn't an illustrator. So I needed a way to figure out how to paint and all that because I had the skills of blending, right? Like that's just art.
Right.
But the drawing part, I needed to figure out the drawing, and, you know, just decorating cookies. We do this all the time. We do the sections. That's how we do all of our cookies.
And I do have to say, Charlotte is commenting that she loved the smell of cocoa butter and it paints so smooth. So I'm imagining the smell of melting chocolate right now.
I will say, like, yes. So it goes on a lot easier than with this color activator. Like I found certain sections I had to keep putting the wet back on it to be able to move it. It does dry a lot quicker.
And does that color activator disappear like Everclear does?
Nope, it's still there. That
Okay.
pile is still there.
Okay. And Lavelle says she bought some of this from May as well, so she's going to give it a try.
Yeah.
Hey, Whoopi, Cindy. She says hello to both of us, Jen.
Hello. All right, so now I'm going to move to the light blue, which is her hair.
Moving light to dark, guys, in case you're joining us late. There's a bunch of additional people on right now, Jen. Hi, Allie. How are you? Thank you for joining us tonight.
So I did forget to clean. I do have a thing of water, so I can clean, because as you can see, I just made green in my palette. So I'm going to have to go to the other side of that blue.
Okay.
And we'll just make some blue again.
And I love that you only have to pull in what you need too. That was the other thing I really liked about the cocoa butter. Oh, and Julie's here. Julie from San Antonio, our froggy Julie. She said she bought some but hasn't used it yet. So now you will, right? And somebody says they made a mess with their cocoa butter. So you have to practice some more, 3 times before you give up. Vicky says, hi, Jen and Amy. Love the witch. So cute. Look at the blending on that. It's I mean, just the shading. It's beautiful.
Yep. So it's just, I'm just pulling, right? I don't really need any skills. I'm just literally pulling. So you can see like here, like it, oops, sorry. It dried up a little bit. So I'm just going to put a little bit more on the edge, and then I can continue pulling it. So it does dry a lot faster than cocoa butter, but it still works the same. Like you can still get it. And if you really needed to, you can clean your brush a little and dip right into the activator. Put a little on it and reactivate the color and move it.
Oops.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, this blue is actually the macaw blue.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
So
I thought you were using a peacock blue, but that macaw makes sense too.
Yeah, I don't know if there is a peacock for this set.
Somebody has it because I just ordered it. I ordered something from, I thought it was a company that we all use pretty regular. I ordered it on Amazon and it was peacock blue. Would you show the activator again real quick?
Sure.
There you go, guys. And that is for sale. Mimi, if you're still here, could you drop May's link in for her Shopify store, please? And to the person having trouble getting their name to show, just read this real quick. And it's not mail post. It's back out to the main post. The add your name is at the bottom of all the links, but you have to do that from a public page. So from Seriously Sweet page or the Amy Hicks page, okay?
All right. So I need to put a little bit more blue in since I turned most of it green.
Janie, this brand of colors is actually like, the first time I learned about this was prior to my life in cookies, and it's very, very prominent in the cake world.
Yes, and that's how, because I started right as cakes and then went to sugar and then went to cookies. I bought these because I was in the cake world.
And Lavelle is just clarifying you can use crystal colors to color royal icing, so you can use it just like any other powdered color, right?
I believe so, but they actually have a line. I've never used it to color my my royal icing, but I do know they have kind of like Sugar Art does that. It's a line specific for royal icing and moisture mixing. Okay. So it like, I think like the orange or something looks like yellow in the container, and then when you put it in, it activates it with the water. And
yeah, like the Master Elites.
Yeah. So I don't, if they have a couple of colors like that, I don't own any of those because I strictly bought this for dusting. Because I always had my gel colors for the royal.
I really prefer this since you showed us how to do it with the cocoa butter. Hey, Allison. Because I like painting with gels. But gel, I usually paint with Everclear, right? So Everclear and gel doesn't always get along, and you have that mud in your colors, and I don't really take the time anymore to strain it.
Right.
So it means I have to be too careful when I'm painting, and that generally doesn't happen.
All right, so it does look like it is now starting to evaporate a little bit out of the, because I'm working slower than I did when I first originally did it.
Okay.
So it does evaporate a little bit, but obviously not as quickly as
Everclear or vodka.
Everclear or vodka. Yeah.
So pretty. And the watercoloring, it just is beautiful.
So I definitely have like yellow in here. So she'll have
Beautiful.
different color hair. And you can see I just dab. Like I'm not being.
Kathy is asking if you can use the activator with gels.
That would be a question for May.
Yeah, ask May because
sure.
I don't think I've seen anybody do that, and I'm not sure that's what it's really made for.
Yeah,
but
I think
maybe.
it's made for activating. Yeah. Place activator, add a little highlighter mix. It's hard because it's like half Spanish, half.
I know.
I think it's made for just powders. Kind of like I know Sugar Art has an activator as well.
Kathy is asking, I don't know if you're going to be able to answer this because I don't know if you have any or not, but she's asking if the activator is the same as the color solution, and the color solution I think is a Sugar Art product.
So give me 1 second. I do have color solution.
Oh, cool. Okay. Hey, Patricia, no matter my ivory, when I put Everclear in it, no matter how long I leave it, it clumps. It just doesn't like my Everclear. But I haven't tried it in the 190 that we picked up in South Carolina, only the 151.
So here's the color solution. Yes, it's the same color. And we can even do a test.
Let's do some mad scientist on the witch.
We'll paint with it. Because I didn't paint with it yet. I have it. That was like the next one.
Ooh, Mimi said she would click the heart button 100 times, but I was locked out of comments the other day. Facebook said I reached my limit of comments for that live. I've never seen that before either, but I better be careful tonight. I don't want to get locked out while I'm hosting.
So the next color I'm going to go to is navy.
Ooh, look at that. A real navy.
And we're going to go into, here's the color solution.
Okay.
Might as well try it, right?
Yeah, let's try it.
And I'm going to, so like the navy and the black, I'm going to do half and half because I want them to meet in the middle.
Mimi got locked out on one of my lives.
So it doesn't look like it's blending as nice.
No?
No.
Do you think it's drying quicker?
I think so. It dried really fast.
It's a really strong line too.
So let's go. Let's do the other side with back to this guy.
Okay. That navy is very pretty. That looks like a real navy, not one that would be too light. Wow, that's pretty. Did you see Samantha's demo last night?
I did.
Did you love how she used that purple as her outer color on that pumpkin? I would have never thought to do that.
Yes.
It's really pretty. Can you guys see she's building the hat? So pretty, Jen. And tomorrow night we have Tammy from 2T Stencils. And I think for sure we're doing airbrushing tomorrow night, Jen, if you want to pop on to say hi to Tammy.
Yeah.
But maybe some royal, I think she might have said something about royal icing transfers, maybe some stenciling. I'm not really sure what she has up her sleeve, but we're just glad she feels like joining us. That's so pretty.
So I'm going to darken this. I just want the edge to be a little darker. So I'm just going to pile some on there. All right. So now I'm going to go to the side of her hat.
Do you ever paint with, I can't even think of it right now. I'm having a brain freeze. I'm sorry, but you know the natural food powder line?
The True Color? The True Color stuff?
Yeah. Do you paint with maize solution in that? Have you tried that yet?
I haven't tried maize solution in it, but I did try painting with it and it was awful.
It was?
Yeah. So for Florida, you know, my ornament that I made for Carmen's cookie exchange.
Right.
I had originally wanted to paint, and yeah, it didn't work. And I ended up flooding it. I redid all the cookies.
Carmen has a new class out for Christmas that looks like it's going to be really cute.
Okay.
Do you have anything online coming out?
Me, no.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not something, once again, I'm going to dive into because I just don't have time for that stuff.
I'm
going to put the activator over here again. And now I'm going to go to my black.
Okay, hold on one sec. Let me talk Julie through something. So okay. Julie, if you go to Amy Hicks, because you and I are friends on Facebook, and you'll see the thing where it says Amy Hicks is live now. It says 2023 10/19 special guest Jennifer Moshier, 13 Nights of Halloween, and it starts out, you can financially support my live streams through tips, and you see that see more. Click on the see more, go all the way to the bottom. And it isn't there, so no. Oh, no, wait, is it there? Normally that's right where it is, but it looks like it's gone. Well, that's really weird. Oh, maybe we've had another update, Julie. Just put a green frog after your comments and I'll tell Jen it's you. Well, something else for me to debug tomorrow. Well, that is really weird.
So I do keep a paper towel near me. I'm just saying that I do keep a paper towel near me to clean the brush when I want to, but I'm not cleaning all the time. So you can see I blended that black into the blue.
It's so pretty. It looks like you're painting a mountain scene on her hat. It's just beautiful. Do you find this relaxing? Because I feel like I'm relaxing watching you doing it.
I do. It's very relaxing.
You can get lost in it, right?
It's just a nice.
Oh, Julie, I can see your name now. What did you do? She did something. She's there now, Jen. Can you see her?
Yes.
And everyone keeps saying such a cute little witch. She is really adorable. You know what? I think because it looks like it's a little kid dressed up in a Halloween costume. She's just like cutie patootie right there. Well, I'm glad my directions worked for you, but when I went to look, the link is not there. So I'll work on it tomorrow for everyone else. Look at how pretty that is, Jen. May I ask if you noticed any difference in the sheen once it was dry of using this activator from May versus the cocoa butter?
So the cocoa butter is definitely shinier, even when it dries. Like I could go probably get one of my cocoa butter. I mean, the cocoa butter is dull out, but not as bad as this. This is really dull.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see.
So it's very matte looking, but if you sprayed it with PME, would that be about the same sheen or luster as cocoa butter or brighter?
So the cocoa butter does dull too. I do have most of my cocoa butter pieces have the PME glaze on it, so it is already sheened. But I think, you know, if you need it to be shiny, which I don't think they have to be shiny, but yes, you can PME both of them.
I mean, Halloween doesn't really need to be, does it? It actually looks really cool like this.
Yeah, I liked it like this.
Hey, Bobby, we're glad you're joining us. And replay is available. Easiest place to catch the replays on this are going to be over on our YouTube channel. And just click on the button. When you go to YouTube, click on the button for live streams, and they're in date order over there. When the event's all over, you guys, I'll go to YouTube and pull them all into a playlist on YouTube.
So just, you know,
the blending is so fun to watch you do this.
All right. So I'm going to clean my brushes a little because I want to do her eyes now. And her eyes are...
Now, do you do anything special when you switch to doing something so particular like the eyes?
No. I just actually took, I think I'm going to take this brush. I took a smaller brush because her eyes are so little.
Okay.
But
And
I'm just going to go.
Julie said to tell you she loves what you're working on. She's super adorable. Whoopi Cindy said to tell you you do such amazing work. And Nancy Loy is saying she's so cute. And she is. She's absolutely adorable.
So I'm just going to put.
You guys notice Jen's worked all day. This is her side hustle, not her main job, and her hands are not shaking at all. Just take note. Oh, she is so sweet. Do you want to talk them through how you're building the color on the eye? Is there anything special you're doing?
I'm not. So I just decided I liked the lighter blue.
Okay.
They are going to be a little different. I might just go back, take a little bit of the darker
around the edge
and just mixing it in because this one has it mixed in.
Okay.
And I'm going to let that dry a little, and then I'm going to just put a little black dot in the center of her eye.
Okay.
But while I'm waiting for that,
I can't believe you've done almost this whole cookie already.
I'm going to take my dark color again. And we're going to just give her some wavy lines for her hair.
Julie says she's multitasking, dipping cookies for an order, baking cookies for an order, and watching. Well, we're glad we could keep you company tonight, Julie.
Wow, that's some major multitasking.
Yeah, and it's a side hustle for Julie too. So she's probably like exhausted right now, although it's only 6:43 where she is. She got a few more hours in her, I bet.
So I'm just, drawing little wavy lines, nothing, just to give her hair a little bit. I'm going to clean my brush again. And I'm going to I have white over here.
Okay.
And I am going to dip into where I need some more. Put color activator next.
Have you gone through a whole bottle of activator yet?
Oh, no, it uses so little.
Okay.
Like, this is the first bottle that I bought. And if you look.
Yeah, it looks like it's almost full.
It's like completely full still. So
awesome.
it uses so little. You don't need a lot.
And does this all clean out of your paint palette really well? We don't need to cover it with press and seal or anything?
Correct.
Okay.
And I think my brush is not clean. So I'm going to
go Janie said, I'm here and I'm over here just making dinner, enjoying some downtime this week. Well, downtime is self-care, so I am 100% for it.
All right. So that brush was too dirty.
Okay.
So we're going to put a little bit more white over here.
Okay. She says being with her cookie buddies is a great stress reducer, especially after all the insanity going on here. That's what Julie said.
Okay, this one had pink in it. I'm not doing well with brushes tonight.
Oh, no.
That one didn't get cleaned.
Okay. Are those like brushes you use in class?
No, they're my brushes. I guess I just didn't clean it well enough. They're just brushes, but I have a tub of brushes.
I love that. That makes me happy. I have a mason jar that I have all of mine in too, but it's a pink mason jar. And I actually think I have 2 of them now because I've gone a little crazy.
Well, mine's an old satin ice fondant bucket.
Hey, did you see the video last night? I decided to have some popcorn while I watched the show because I knew I was going to be off camera and I knew I could mute myself. So I grabbed my my husband's popcorn container and he uses the old Domino's sugar, the round ones.
Oh yes, I did see that.
We just have kept those and Samantha's like, what is that? I was like, oh, it's our popcorn container. And I was like, because I think the new ones are rectangular, aren't they? They don't sell the round ones anymore.
I don't know. I don't buy sugar that big. I just buy the boxes.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay, so somebody hates it when they do that. Pick up a brush and contaminate a color, I think is what they meant. And they said gold is the worst. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's have the discussion about gold. Just get a separate set of brushes for those and silver and rose gold, and just don't even try to clean those. Just get brushes and dedicate it. Jeanette is saying she's late to the viewing. What's the medium you're painting on? So that is it's a sectionally iced cookie, royal icing. Just regular royal icing, right, Jen?
Yep, just my regular royal icing recipe.
And Janie is saying right about the brushes, those metallics, if that's what you meant by gold, not like just gold food gel, but you meant gold metallic, just get a separate set of brushes, keep them in a toothbrush holder from the Dollar Tree or the $1.25 store, whatever, because it's just impossible. It's a losing battle.
So when there's rogue brush hairs, I just cut them away.
Yeah, I know, me too. That's kind of actually, that's funny. So maybe after a retreat or after a big class or something, I actually sit down and clean all the brushes like super good, like really, really deep clean them and scrub them on that little tool or whatever, that little plastic silicone thing with the nubs. And then I'll sit down and trim them all. And somehow trimming the brushes is super relaxing too. So look at that brush. What is that? Is that?
It's just a really fine brush.
That is so
great
tiny
for doing these fine details.
That's even tinier than those. The tip on the toothbrush holder, Janie. It'll save your sanity. That's even finer than those little throwaway nail brushes I get. Like I don't even know if I have one that thin.
I don't know where I got them. You know, I get brushes and I throw them in my bucket.
Yep. Julie's asking if you can trim brushes. You can. If they get stray hairs and it's going to affect what you're doing, you can just clip them off.
So there she is. And then
so cute.
I actually took my little Tweets pen.
Did you give her a nose?
Well, it's kind of like mouth nosy, or it's mouth.
Oh, look at that grin. You gave her an even better grin tonight. She's adorable.
So that is it. I mean, how long did it take us to paint that? Half an hour?
Maybe 20 minutes. And you were going slow because you were talking?
Yeah.
Oh, and I love that. By the way, I didn't notice it in the first cookie until I saw you do it live in the second. But I love the way you did the blue and then the black, so it had that sheen to it. It's just beautiful.
Well, it just gives you that gradation of color and gives you that. So like if I did it all black, you wouldn't really see those sections as well.
No, because black's hard like that, and it's hard to photograph on a cookie. Hey, Sharon is here. Do you remember Sharon from retreat? Yeah, you guys know her, right? So she said she's an adorable witch. Nancy says she's adorable. Mimi said so sweet, and she thinks Terry Lewis uses crystal colors too. And you know what, Mimi? We can ask Miss Terry on Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time because she will be here to do a demo. Kathy loves it. So is there any other, let's bring you back on camera. Let me see if I can get you back.
I'm going to flip my cameras.
All right. I'm going to try to bring us. Did that work? Oh, yeah, it worked. And everyone can hear us. So is there any tips about using this versus using cocoa butter that you found like significant differences?
You need more patience. You definitely need more patience because it doesn't move as smoothly as the cocoa butter.
Okay.
And I was sometimes dipping back into just the clear color to get it a little bit wetter and move.
So see, they're saying the same thing again, which is what I said about you with cocoa butter. You make it look so easy. So I think you got to practice though, right? But cocoa butter is so smooth and the blending is so easy and you can mess up and pull it back off. I wonder, can you do that with this? No, it's there.
Not as well. I mean, when I took the class in Ohio with May when she was using this activator, but you can but it doesn't work as well as the cocoa butter. But we can.
Did you take May's class and what did she use? Color solution?
No, she was using her activator.
Activator, yeah. So this is what we used in that class.
Yeah. So like I'm gonna, ruin her now, but you can kind of pull away, but it doesn't pull away as nicely as the cocoa butter.
Well, cocoa butter's a layer, literally a layer of the cocoa, right?
Forgot,
So
like you guys aren't seeing my.
wait, there we go.
So I pulled off down here.
Okay.
It didn't pull off as well.
Okay. Wow, she's
like
cute.
Cocoa butter definitely pulls off a lot better.
Oh, she's so cute. Are you doing any kits yet for the kids for them to paint? And everyone is saying great job.
I haven't done painting kits.
You probably don't have time yet, right? From our group made these for me for the Halloween special. Kelly, if you have time, may I go ahead and put in an early request for an additional few Christmas ones to go with the collection I have started. So I'll be in styling and profiling for the 12 nights of Christmas, or 12, what is it? 12 days of Christmas plus. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, this is all food safe.
Yep. Just like the cocoa butter, you can eat it.
Absolutely. Well, do you guys have any other questions that we want to have Jen answer while she's here? Or questions about anything coming up? While I'm waiting for you to type, Jen, is there anything else you want to tell them?
I can't think of anything.
I know. It's so much fun when you come on because it's something people will actually use. Like people were asking me about their demos, like how complicated should this be? Should I do something really fancy? And people were like, give us something that we can use, that we can learn a technique, we can use it, and we can make money fourth quarter. And everybody so far, like that's exactly what they're bringing in. Like they're either demoing a product that's clicking on somebody else's creativity. So they're like, oh, I can get that and use that. Or just ideas of something else they can sell so they can up their price, which will get their average price up on their orders this year. But you guys, tomorrow night, tune in at 7 p.m. for Tammy from 2T Stencil. On Saturday night, we have Sydney from Simi Cakes, and she's going to be doing that Gothic Isomalt bathtub. She has the kit that goes along with her thing on sale. It's got a discount. It's on her page. Sunday night is Terry Lewis. And then tomorrow night, I'll give you like the next 4 nights again, okay? Jen, you're so sweet. Thank you for coming on.
Of course.
And yes, cocoa butter will melt when handled. So that's what Jen was saying at the beginning of this video, is that you don't have that problem using the powders.
Well, look. The color activator.
Yes, with the color activator. So Kelly's already on the headbands. Thank you, Kelly. I should have known. I shouldn't have said a word, but thank you, because I just love these. They're so cute. Yeah, Jenny, it is fun. Thank you for tuning in, you guys. Thank you for sharing. Please make sure that you go follow Jen on both of her social media platforms. Whether it's your main job or your side hustle, just following people and interacting with them on their pages, liking things when they post it, sharing things is all so critical to content creators and people that are posting. So just help her out, go find her stuff and like it. Make sure you're sharing these, even if you're just tuning in later for the replay. It helps all of us so much to do that. You do have considerable talents too. That is true. Charlotte saying thank you. You're very welcome, you guys. I'm glad to have everybody here with us. It's been so much fun already. And we're only 4 nights in, Jen.
That's crazy.
Sharon says, good to see you. I can't believe it's only been 4 nights because I'm tired enough that it's been 2 weeks. Yes, you can follow her on Instagram and on Facebook. She's Prima Cakes and Cookies. And then the links are posted on the Amy Hicks page in the comments. There'll be hyperlinks as soon as the video ends. Julie, anything else I should remind everybody about? Just make sure we get you some more attention, Jen, because you definitely deserve it.
Thank you.
You're always there for all of us when we need something. And again, Jen, I just want to say we're 4 nights in, but all 4 of the instructors that have shared so far, all of you are people that are like, it's okay to contact me. I'm not someone that's going to ignore you when you have a question. So Dee Dee, Jen, tell Dee Dee where to find you again.
So once again, I'm on Instagram and Facebook. It's Prima Cakes and Cookies.
Okay. And not a website though, right? Everything
funneled. No, I have a website. But
Okay,
you can't
what's
really
the
follow a website. But my
Okay.
website is primacakesandcookies.com.
Okay, so you can check that out too. Everyone is saying thank you. Cutter, yes, you could, but why would you do that when she's so cute? Let's see. Kelly says thanks. I would give her extra candy if she came to my door too, because she's adorable. And because we're in the new old house and we're at the top of the hill, like I think this would be a perfect Halloween driveway, because we have these big 100-plus-year-old boxwoods that are taller than us.
Oh,
And
wow.
Brian scared myself and several of my friends the other night when we were coming up the driveway after dark. And I was thinking, you know what, in a year or two, when things are more settled, it would be so fun to have like all the creepy stuff popping out of these bushes in case someone wanted to come up the driveway. You guys are so welcome. Oh yeah, you guys, I forgot, my special for the duration of this event is my yearly group where you get monthly tutorials. And this year's theme is celebrations. All the information's on my website at seriouslysweetcupcakes.com, but it's $150 value that I put on sale for $110. And that was only supposed to last for like the first 48 hours when we introduced it. But I decided, since I didn't have raffles and I didn't have time to do shipping to send you guys prizes each night to do something, that I would put it back on special, because it had gone up to $130, but I put it back on special to $110 for just the duration of the event. So if you want to get in on that, all the information is on the website. It tells you exactly what we're going to be doing each month. And just so no one panics, because it is a celebration theme group, we're going to be trying to use cutters that you already have. As in, when I do a heart cookie, you can use any heart you have. It's not going to matter what the size is or the edging, right? We're going to try to keep it more general so that you can spend your time on the item and not spend money on shipping and extra cutters that you're only going to use once. You are so fun to watch, Jen.
Thank you.
It's very relaxing when you come on. Yes, so there's her info again. Julie says, loved having you here tonight. And Jen, you are always welcome back whenever you have something new. And can I say, don't bother her with this because she's really busy, but I want to brag on her for a minute, because she made a new item. Like, all her stuff is fabulous. And in particular, she should win every tasting contest that there is when there's a cookie competition for her pistachio cookies. Like, seriously, my favorite. And your orange, I love those too, but pistachio is my favorite. But she made a new item. I don't know if it's new this year or just new as in you just told us about it. But
No,
she
new this year.
has cookie out where she's making the homemade marshmallow that's in it. And she sent some to us the other day, and they are, whoa, they are so good. And it's a soft cookie. So it's not, doesn't crackle and fall all over the place like real graham crackers would, but her, oh my God, you guys, it's so good. And you should, rightfully so, be totally jelly that I'm telling you that I had one and it was amazing, because it's that amazing. But if you catch her at one of her events, you need to go and pick up one of those. Get a whole stack of the pistachio and then get a whole pre-order a bunch of the s'mores squares.
I actually don't bring the flavored cookies with me to events because nobody buys them.
What? They're crazy. They need their heads inspected. Your pistachio is like the best I've ever had. It's just amazing.
Oh,
hey, love you, Jen. Thank you. Nice to see you tonight. My husband loved it. I think she means the s'mores.
I'm assuming, but who is that?
I don't know who is that. And Jen is a baking wizard. You know that's right. And Nicole says she loves the pistachio. Patricia would like to know if you ship.
So they do ship well, because Amy asked me that.
Mine came great.
By cottage law, I can't sell them to you, but I can ship to friends.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I guess some of the states you can't ship out of, right?
I can't. Well, New Jersey's cottage law, right? Because we just got them.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the restrictions.
Oh, all I need to say is, good. It's
so we can explain it.
Top and bottom. It's got a homemade marshmallow square in the middle, and then it's dipped in chocolate. And the flavor, I was not expecting what it was when she sent it.
Yeah, so it's a honey cinnamon sugar cookie that's sandwiched between the homemade marshmallow.
And the homemade marshmallows killer, you guys. Here's the problem with homemade marshmallows, in my opinion. Once you've had them, you're not going to want store-bought ever again.
Yeah.
So if you don't make them, you better play nice with your friend that does, or you better learn how to make them, because store-bought will just suffer beside a homemade marshmallow. They're absolutely delicious.
So we need to know who this Facebook user
Yeah,
is.
who is this right here? That says you got my address, Jen, hint, hint. Who is that? Because it's not Julie, because Julie's name is now showing, and it's not Vicky because her name showed too. So who is
And they
that?
love the orange. I'm going to go with, they love the orange pistachio. Oh, it's Vicky.
You think it's Vicky? Did it show up?
Just,
Oh, it is. Well, your name was showing earlier, I thought.
I know. I thought her name was too.
I don't know, but we do know your address, Vicky. We can probably handle that, right, Jen? All right, you guys, I don't want to keep her too long. We're right at an hour, and we're trying to keep all these tight at an hour. Now, everyone's going to send you their address.
Okay.
All right, you guys.
I can't promise it'll happen fast because, you know.
Mimi said she was drooling watching Jen's pot of those marshmallows. Did you make a live
video of
you did a video? You did a video?
No, I guess I need to.
Oh yeah, you should. It would be fun. And Reels, I bet it would get viewed. I bet it'd go viral overnight. I bet it would, really. All right,
content, so.
All right, you guys. Well, let's let Jen go because it's right in an hour and she's got to get ready for her day job tomorrow. And I cannot wait to see everybody tomorrow night at 7. I'm not going to have time to pop one during the day because hopefully I am going to be installing some more cabinets or shelving or moving cabinets and shelving for my new cookie room, because I still have some stuff that is not put up yet. And I want everything up. I want everything where I can just walk to the cabinet and open the doors and go, ah, and hear angels sing because it's so organized. All right. So Jen, did you want to tell anybody anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Well, you guys, please make sure. Yeah, thank you for coming and being, you know, you're always in the group, but anytime, seriously, anytime you have time that you want to jump on, just let me know. I think it would be really fun, and when we get in the new year and things settle down for both of us, if we did some dual kitchen mad scientist experiments. Do you think that would be fun?
That would.
I think it would be neat to I don't know. I have some things in mind for 2024, but only my friends that like to get adventurous are going to want to participate. That's all I can tell you right now. But I think we all need a good shakeup next year. All right, you guys have a fabulous night. Jen, thank you so much for coming. Thanks. You guys tune in tomorrow night at 7. We're going to be seeing Tammy from 2T Stencil. And then the next night is Sydney. And the next night is Terry Lewis. All right, we have lots of great things coming for you. So bye, guys.